Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be going over the clucking hens of The View. So in today's video, they are discussing Carrie Underwood, a very large country music artist who won American Idol many moons ago, deciding to sing at the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. And as you can imagine, they're not too happy about it. Of course not, because freedom, we don't know her. So without further ado, let's watch this clip together and then discuss their perspectives. Again, I watch so you don't have to. You're welcome.
What do y'all think? I personally hope we're moving beyond the era of politics where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics, and whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then. And Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows. Fine. But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning. So she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it. So I get why she did it. I say, I mean, right? It is country music. I think I'll tell you right now.
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think the people make these decisions. I for a lot of.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story. I would love for you to do a roast in the Trump inauguration. Yeah.
Hi, we've had people like Reba McEntire come on, and say that, she doesn't want to talk about pound sex. She just wants to sing. She wants to perform. She wants to make people feel good, and I respect that. And I think art is art, and you have a right to perform where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
It's like, people do what they do for whatever reasons. Just like Joe and Mika, do what they did. They felt that's what they needed to do, and I got to stand behind them. Yeah, and I stand behind her no, not or not, because if I believe I have the right to make up my mind to go perform someplace, I believe they have the same right, of course. And so I have to, I have to support. Then I'm particularly interested in what I won't be watching, but that's me.
Unbelievable. But unfortunately, it is believable because it is The View, and they are full of caca. So first of all, Alyssa Fair Griffin, who used to work for Donald Trump back in the day, by the way, she goes on to say that she can understand why Carrie Underwood is doing this because it's going to help her gain support with MAGA, and she's going to make money from it, and it's a business move. But I actually disagree with that perspective. I don't think that Carrie Underwood is doing it because she's a businesswoman or she's trying to be, strategic. I think she's just an American patriot who loves her country, who was invited to sing at the inauguration, and because she loves her country, regardless of who is the head of the country, if she's being invited, she's going to sing because she loves her country. That simple. She's served her country in many ways. She's gone overseas to sing at bases. She's been to places. She, is a supporter of this country, and she wants to sing at the inauguration. It's that simple. There's no, ulterior motive going on there. So I resent that perspective by Alyssa, who's trying to paint Carrie as some type of strategic, manipulative businesswoman who's just trying to gain views. She doesn't need to gain views. She gets views because she's Carrie Underwood. Simple. So it doesn't really matter where she sings at, she's going to be popular. So that whole idea of her having to do that to gain popularity is just stupid. There's that perspective. But then we go on to Joy's perspective, right? And Joy's opinion that if I was asked, well, thankfully for our ears, you were not asked to sing at the inauguration. But she goes on to say, if I were asked to sing at the inauguration, I wouldn't do it because I have morals. And I just couldn't, if I can't profess to love this country and then at the same time support Donald Trump. Anyone who loves this country wouldn't support Donald Trump. So that means that over half of the country, over 70+ million people who voted for Donald Trump, we don't love this country. We hate this country because we didn't vote for the diversity hire, Kamala Harris. Because that makes sense. That perspective is why your side, Joy, lost, and why you guys were scratching your heads trying to figure out what the hell happened. because you guys are so high and mighty on your high pulpits, looking down at the rest of us, thinking that you hold the moral high ground, and you don't. You don't hold anything but stupid opinions on a stupid show. It's like the self-righteous perspective to sit there with a straight face and say that Carrie Underwood, somebody who has been in the public eye for so long, who loves her country, who has proof of loving her country based on her own actions and her behavior, that you're going to sit there and say, because of who she politically supposedly supports, because honestly, we don't know how she voted. I mean, she could have been invited by Kamala Harris to sing at the inauguration if she had won. And I think given the fact that Carrie loves her country, she would have done it. So the idea that we now know exactly what her politics are because she's choosing to sing America the Beautiful on Inauguration Day is so asinine to me and so ass backwards. But again, it's the cult, right? The cult of the left. You must think like us, you must talk like us, you must behave like us, you must look like us. And if not, if you stray away just a little bit, you're dead to us. I mean, it's just the the pure stupidity of her opinion to try to insinuate that Carrie Underwood doesn't love her country because she's choosing to legitimize a man who legitimately won the election overwhelmingly, not only with the Electoral College, but also with the popular vote, winning every single swing state. Yes, that guy. The guy who whooped Kamala Harris's behind. That guy. But God forbid Carrie Underwood legitimize him. God forbid Carrie Underwood sing at the inauguration and accept the fact that he won the general election. No, because it's best for her to just bury her head in the sand, ignore it, and go on The View and talk about it. And then there's, of course, Sunny Hostin. That's like, if it was me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Sunny, why don't you worry about your fraudulent husband who's being sued right now, along with 200 plus other physicians for fraud in a RICO case? Worry about that. You know, she loves to call Donald Trump a convicted felon, right? Twice impeached.
Well, I think that the, former disgraced, twice impeached, one-term president, they are never going to find someone that doesn't know about the former twice impeached loser president, right? They're never going to find that. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country.
She loves that introduction. Well, I guess we can make a new introduction for her husband, Mr. Rico Suave, the fraudster. Don't you love when what goes around comes around? And we get to watch. And I will say this, and I did not think I would say this, but I will say it. Props to Whoopi Goldberg for at least saying that even though she is not going to watch the inauguration and she doesn't really support Donald Trump, she supports Carrie Underwood's freedom as an artist to sing where she wants to sing. End of story. Because again, if the roles were reversed and Kamala Harris won and Carrie Underwood was singing at Kamala Harris's inauguration, I highly doubt the ladies of The View would have an issue with that, or would be saying, as an artist, she shouldn't have a political position. They wouldn't be saying that. They'll be praising her, they'll be clapping for it, they'll be excited about it. But because they hate Donald Trump, anybody who sings or legitimizes him hates the country, which is just bonkers crazy to me. So I will say, probably the only time, props to Whoopi for at least having some perspective in this case and understanding that freedom truly means freedom to sing where you want to sing, regardless of who the president is. Carrie, do your thing, girl. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this video. Do you agree with Joy Behar? Anybody who legitimizes Donald Trump doesn't love the country? Or do you agree with me that Joy is batshit crazy? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit my notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video. Until next time.